Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook Live. I'm just hopping on to do a quickie live to give you an energy card forecast for the week ahead. So I'm just going to use my triple amethyst point. I want to clear the energy in this space, and I want to infuse with a sacred white light. I want to call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron, the Ascended Masters Babaji, Hilarion, Isis, Sekhmet, Hathor, Krishna, Buddha, Vishnu, Sarasvati, and Parvati. I want to call on my guardian angels, my guides. I want to call in all of the guardian angels and guides of people watching this live or on replay. And I also will call on ancestors, spirit animals, power animals, totem animals of God's white light that are willing and able to assist in this space. Hi, Trevor. Good to see you. It says you're an anniversary follower, so that's pretty cool. I just wanted to do a quickie live. I have been doing more lives where I do astrology walkthroughs, so definitely check those out. And they're also linked. I sent out my first video newsletter. My first, no, let me retry that. A reboot of my email newsletter, and I sent that on Friday with links to various video astrology walkthroughs. So if you're not on my email list, you can go on my website or just I'll put a link to my website or my email in the comments when this is done. And you can just email me to sign up for my newsletter that way. And what else do I want to say? Yeah, like I said, I'm just hopping on to do kind of a quickie live for the energy forecast for the week ahead. I have not had the greatest day myself. I almost didn't do this live, but I know that it always feels really good to kind of get the messages on Monday so that we have them for the full week ahead. So that is why I'm here. Looks like we have some people kind of jumping on and off. So if you're on and you want to stay, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Hope everybody's having a good Labor Day. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into the cards. So I've got Archangel Power Tarot cards, and I'm just going to do a very basic 3-card message with possibly a bonus message like I did last week. If I did a live like this last week, I forget. But just a basic message, a 3-card message for the week ahead. So, and also if there's some connection issues with this live, I would not be surprised. We've had really bad rain and storms on and off here today, and I've been noticing that YouTube has not even been working properly. So if there's some connection issues, I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhat related to some of that going on. So let's see, what does the collective need to know for this week ahead? See what we got. All right, so I've got one from Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have another deck here. These don't seem to be coming out as willingly as I would like, so I'm going to pull from this other deck and see how we do. I've got one there. And we've got one there. And maybe we'll pull a couple more cards. So most of you guys are going to catch this on replay. If you're here on replay, feel free to leave a comment. Getting some interesting cards coming through for sure. All right, I'm going to stop with these. Let's see if we got one more with this. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a whole card situation going on over here, which I'm going to show you shortly. So sometimes when you're pulling cards, the spread kind of takes on a life of its own. Sometimes it's like very basic. It's a single card pull, which is just a, what you need to know right now. My hair looks really bad today. I had it up with a clip and then I took it down and now it's in a ponytail. And anyway, I'm like way overdue for highlights, but do not have the funds to do that. So that sucks. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes you pull a single card and you get a single card message. Sometimes you pull a 3-card message because 3 cards will fall out. If you get 4 cards, it's typically 3 cards plus a bonus message. If you're feeling called to pull more cards than that, which more complicated spreads, there's all different types of spreads you can do, are typically more than 3 or 4 cards. They take on a different type of pattern. So sometimes they're like 2 by 2 or even 3 by 3. Or sometimes you could do a spread in like a wheel, or you can do a spread as a whole storyline. There's so many different ways that you can play with cards, and that's actually like a really creative way to experiment when you're a card reader, is to try out different types of spreads and intuitively tune in to what types of spreads resonate with you or feel good to you. So with this type of spread, for these cards, I'm actually feeling this is like a 2 by 2 spread. So I'm just going to kind of arrange these, which sometimes happens. So sometimes you're pulling the cards and you're not quite sure. They're kind of coming out in a certain order, and it might be the job of the card reader to actually intuitively arrange them into the spread that makes sense. Sometimes that happens too, and I feel like that's what's happening here. So let's get into it. So I've actually got a 2 by 3 spread. So I have 2 cards in 3 rows for you guys, which if I could uproot my camera without changing everything. See if I could kind of just put them in my hands though for you guys. So basically this is what that looks like. So 2 cards, a pair of cards, 3. So when we do card readings, we actually read them across and then also down. It's pretty cool. Literally, card reading is just a language of the divine. It's a divination tool, and it's another language. You're just translating from intuitive or energy or subconscious Neptunian energies into the physical reality. So it is a form of a language, that you are actually translating. So the top 2 cards I have, let's see actually if this is better 1 or 2, should I put 2 first? Okay, so I'm actually going to switch these up again. I have been noticing that there is crazy strong, almost like Mercury retrograde vibes, which is very interesting because we're not in a Mercury retrograde. But I've been noticing this left and right with myself, with the world around me, with other people. I've been noticing a lot of Mercury retrograde-like things. Redos, orders that I place where there's mistakes, or people have to redo the order, or they made a mistake in placing my order and they have to fix it. Technology issues. There was technology issues with YouTube today, major issues. I even pulled up like a site map of YouTube and like showed that it was really down in this area and in Europe, and it looked like in Los Angeles. So there's a lot of weird technology things going on, and I'm trying to figure out astrologically what that is. I think it's a little bit of like this illusion about the fact that Saturn's retrograde. It doesn't go direct for about roughly 2 more weeks, even a little bit past 2 more weeks. But we have all this Virgo energy, right? Which is about being very fast-paced and the mind very mercurial. So I feel like there's really a need and a desire to want to consume the information and to do something about it. But the planet of work, hard work, responsibility, and karma is not working as harmoniously as it could be because it's in retrograde. So I think that that's creating tension. The Saturn retrograde combined with the energy in Virgo, even though Virgo and Capricorn energies are both earth and they harmonize well, when a planet's in retrograde, it means that it's not facing the same way as the other planets. And we do have a lot of planets in retrograde right now. We have Saturn, I believe Uranus is retrograde. Don't quote me on that. I got to check my charts. Neptune is retrograde. Jupiter is now direct. Saturn is retrograde. And I believe Pluto is also retrograde. So a lot of the planets are retrograde. So this kind of makes sense to me why we have these first 2 cards. The first one is 5 of Ariel, which is definitely a card about a lot of complicated feelings, typically sadness or grief or disappointment, frustration, despair, any of the more unfortunate emotions, you could say, although they teach us something, right? And this card says, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So, this is very much that you're feeling like you're out in the cold. You're feeling unsupported. You're kind of present to feeling alone or isolated, lonely or alienated with your problems. But this card is saying that, Archangel Ariel is an archangel associated with abundance and prosperity. So this card is about really practicing asking for help. This could be asking for financial help, asking for the resources or the support that you need in order to help yourself move through these experiences. This could also be a time to connect with healing modalities or connect with healers or people that can help you see the other side of a situation or help you see the bigger picture. And then the other card we have here is unrequited love. So it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So now this could definitely be about love and romance. If you're thinking about a particular person, it could be about that person. But this can also be about something like not being a vibrational match to you in terms of like something with work, a career, a project, right? I like to interpret these romance cards with all that comes with the energy of Venus, which includes our other types of relationships in our life, right? Friendships or work projects or money things, right? Many different things. So I actually had something just today that came through where I wasn't actually expecting to hear from them until tomorrow. So I was actually surprised because it's Labor Day here in the US and many businesses are closed. So in hindsight, I was like, yeah, that's pretty weird that they were working on Labor Day. But some sad and unpleasant news from that. Wasn't expecting to hear from them either way until at least tomorrow. And that definitely put me into a bit of state like this, a little bit of sadness and some wallowing in despair, along with just other issues today. It's been a pretty challenging day, not gonna lie, for myself. But in really thinking about it, doing some journaling and reflecting on what that thing was, I definitely feel like it was a situation of unrequited love, where there were certain attributes which maybe were pleasing, but there were other things about it that maybe were not in alignment with my values. So I think that the underlying medicine of these cards too is understanding what your values are and just really getting grounded and centered within yourself and who you are to understand what it is that you value and what you want to be bringing more of in your life. And I just got a notification that the moon has moved into Scorpio, so I'm really happy about that because Scorpio energy is just always better for me. And when my natal moon is in Libra, so when the moon transits through Libra, that's my 12th house, that's my ascendant. It's always a very heavy emotional time for me that sometimes I can't even necessarily get out of until the transit ends. The transit's just a couple of days. So I'm happy about that the moon moved into Scorpio. But anyway, so we're definitely present to some of this, this sad energy, this sadness, isolation, loneliness, despair. It definitely could be financial, could be about projects, people, places, things. We've got this unrequited love card. So, this is about some type of person, a situation, something not being a vibrational match. And, speaking about something that I went through today, reflecting about it, I realized that definitely certain things weren't in alignment with my values and that it wouldn't have probably been a good working relationship to start based on some of that. And that there's plenty other things that I can explore that are much better vibrational matches. So that's kind of how you want to work with the energy of those two cards. Now, good news is coming because we have some really good cards here. So we have Ace of Gabriel. This is heralding of news, right? Literally, this is the messenger archangel, and she's there with her, I think that's a bugle, and she's, announcing news. And this is just a very bright, very open card. It says a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, and the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Aces in this particular card deck represent a new beginning, right? As they do in regular tarot as well. So this is about some type of new energy, some type of new announcement with the archangel of communication. Could also be related to children, but definitely some type of message coming through. And then the romance card we have there is very soon. So, this is saying that even though we're processing some of this right now, this sadness, this isolation, this loneliness, not syncing up with people, not matching to things as we thought we were, this is encouraging us that very soon we will be getting more information coming in that will be exciting, that will be good, that will be in better alignment. You know, it's not unrequited love, that news that's coming in. It's not something, a project, person, or place that's not a vibrational match. It is a vibrational match, and that's why it feels so good and it's exciting. And then the other set of cards we have here are Peace, Archangel Azrael, and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So the way I'm interpreting these two cards is that right now your job to really support yourself in aligning with these things that are vibrationally matched to you is to really just work on getting grounded, getting peaceful, getting centered. So this could be about meditation. Archangel Azrael is also the archangel associated with grief. So this could be also letting yourself feel the feelings you need to feel to let go of the past and grieve the past, while also working on simultaneously visualizing and calling in what you want more of. Now this says soulmate, but I'm interpreting this whole spread to be also about career, projects, people, places, things. This doesn't have to be about romance. So again, this is about a compassionate review and letting go of the past, letting go of those things that are maybe hurtful, harmful, or not vibrational matches. And oh my gosh, my eye and my right nose is like crazy itchy. So this is the right side of the face, which in spirituality is actually associated with the right side as the divine masculine. So there maybe needs to be some attention to structure and order right now to help you with maybe building in a meditation practice or some type of emotional clearing practice, as well as some type of visualization or, you know, creative visualization practice. There's a need for that, I feel, which is interesting too, because two planets that are in battle in the skies are Jupiter and Neptune. So Jupiter in Sagittarius is squaring Neptune in Pisces. Neptune will be in Pisces for a while. It has been, but Jupiter moves through a sign every year. So this has been a year-long push-pull between these two planets, but it's really, really strong. I was looking at the degrees in an ephemeris just earlier today. It's quite strong right now, and I'm curious about it because my Saturn is with Jupiter, the transiting Jupiter right now. My Saturn's in Sagittarius, so whatever is happening to Jupiter is also affecting my Saturn. So when that happens astrologically, that means that transiting Jupiter is squaring transiting Neptune, and my natal Saturn, which is conjunct the transiting Jupiter, is therefore also squaring Neptune. And I've also got that conjunction. So a little bit of astro babble for you. But I will definitely be doing lives with a lot more astrology. So make sure that you're liking and following me on this Facebook business page so you get alerted when I go live. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed to my email newsletter, and you can subscribe to my YouTube, where I am uploading the content from those astrology walkthroughs that I do. And let me actually just type my email. See if I could just do it now. Yes, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say today. If you are interested in being part of my Fearlessly Fairy group, that is a paid membership group. It's $20 a month. You get access to a private Facebook group. You get access to a journaling reflection document. You also get access to that's funny, my Google Calendar notification to go live went on my phone, and I guess I beat it to it. But my intuition knew because I put 7:45 and the moon had moved into Scorpio by then, so it's kind of funny. Yes, you get access to a private Facebook group. You get weekly messages delivered to your inbox. You also get a guided reflection document. All of this is listed in my latest email newsletter that went out. It's not guaranteed that I do lives with card pulls. So if you want to receive messages weekly from me and have guidance every week for the month at a super affordable rate, with also access to a private Facebook group, monthly reflection documents with recommendations of foods to eat, chakra colors, guided reflection questions for you to practice self-awareness and witnessing yourself and practicing self-care. That is a great, great, great resource, is my Fearlessly Fairy membership. So definitely email me if you're interested in that. And also email me if you're interested in getting on my email newsletter. Definitely like and follow me on this Facebook business page, subscribe to my YouTube, all of the things. That's the best way to stay informed. And I think that's everything I have for you guys this week. So have an enjoyable week. I'm sending you all so much love. I will definitely be going live again this week. Was planning on Thursday, although we'll see if I do it tomorrow. Doing an astrology walkthrough, my second Stars with the Stars. So there will be another Stars with the Stars this week. So I'm really looking forward to that. Those are about half-hour long guided astrology walkthroughs that I've been doing of different celebrity charts. I already did the first one, which the video link is linked in my email newsletter. So definitely hit me up via email if you're interested in getting that newsletter and getting added to the list of future issues. That's pretty much everything. So I'm going to clear this energy, and I'm going to thank all of the guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, love and light beings that were present in this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody watching this on replay. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know that you are here. You're welcome to share this video as well. And I'm already starting to feel better that the moon moved into Scorpio. I'm kind of happy about that. Very happy about that. So much love, everyone. Bye.